Today we are starting with the general principles and process of isolation of elements, that is metallurgy. So the some terms connected with the metallurgy first you have to study is what is a mineral and what is an ore. Mineral is the metallic compound that is present in the crust of earth. Mineral is the metallic compound that is present in the crust of earth. While ore is the mineral from which the metal can be extracted economically and easily. Mineral is the metallic compounds present in the crust of earth, and ore is the mineral from which the metal can be extracted economically and easily. For example, this bauxite and clay both are minerals of aluminium because both contain aluminium, bauxite as well as clay. But coming to ore, bauxite is the ore of aluminium. That is, you can extract aluminium only from bauxite economically and easily. So that is the difference between mineral and ore. Next is gangue and flux. What is gangue and what is flux? You know, these ores are extracted. We are taking ores from the earth. So it will contain many impurities. So the impurities that is present in the ore is called gangue. Gangue is the impurities that is present in the ore. And coming to flux, there are various physical methods for the removal of the gangue from the ore particles. But there remain some impurities in the ore. So we can remove the impurities, that is a gangue, completely by chemical methods. So for that purpose, we are using some chemicals for removing the impurities chemically, and such substances are called flux. For example, in the extraction of iron, silica is the gangue present in it. When you are concentrating the ore of iron, you can remove silica, but it contains silica. So you have to remove it chemically. For that, we are adding calcium carbonate as the flux. When you add calcium carbonate as the flux, on heating, calcium carbonate decomposes to give calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. This calcium oxide reacts with silica to form calcium silicate, and this is called slag. So gangue is the impurity present in the ore. Flux is the chemical which are used to remove the gangue chemically, and when a gangue reacts with a flux, it forms slag. So slag is formed by the combination of the gangue and flux. Now while selecting flux, we have to consider some important factors. If here in the case of iron, the silica is an acidic oxide. Oxide of a non-metal is acidic in nature. So we have to use a base as the flux. And during the extraction of copper, it contains iron oxide as the gangue, and it's a basic oxide, so we have to use silica SiO2 as the flux. So if the gangue is basic, we have to use an acidic flux, and if the gangue is acidic, we have to use a basic flux. So that's the thing we have to remember while selecting a flux. Some important ores of aluminium. You have to study aluminium. It is bauxite. Then iron, Fe2O3 and Fe3O4. Hematite and magnetite. Hematite Fe2O3 and magnetite Fe3O4. These are the ores of aluminium. Then coming to zinc, the important ores. The important ores of zinc is calamine, zinc carbonate, then zinc blende, zinc sulfide and zincite, zinc oxide. So these are the important ores of zinc. Then coming to lead, the important ore is lead sulfide, PBS, called galena. Galena, that is the important ore of lead. Next we have to study the various concentration process. So what is concentration of ore? Concentration of the ore Concentration of the ore means it is a method of increasing the percentage of metal in the ore by removing the gangue particles. When you remove the gangue particle from the ores, we can increase the percentage of the metal. So that process is called the concentration of the ore. And there are various processes for the concentration of the ore. First one is washing in a current of water. We can remove lighter impurities present in the ore particles by washing it with a current of water. So when the powdered ore is washed with a current of water, lighter impurities will be washed away while heavier ore particles will settle down. And that process is washing in a current of water. Then second one is magnetic separation. Magnetic separation. So this method is adapted for ores if either the ore or the gangue particle should be magnetic. Either the ore or the gangue particle is magnetic, we can use the magnetic separation. So in this process, the method is we have to use a roller which is made up of magnet. So this roller is made up of magnet. And here we are adding the powdered ore. Powdered ore is added here. So it falls down and it moves in this direction. So if the ore is magnetic, so that will be attracted by the magnet and it will be separated in a separated pot. If the ore is magnetic, it will be collected separately, and if the gangue is non-magnetic, it will be collected in another pot. So this is magnetic substance, and this is non-magnetic. So that process of separation is called magnetic separation. That is iron ores. Iron is a magnetic, so you can remove the impurities by this process, magnetic separation. And coming to the third process, that is froth flotation. Third one. Froth flotation. So in this process, froth flotation process, Generally it is employed for sulfide ores. Why? Because sulfide ores are very lighter particles. So sulfide ore is concentrated by froth flotation method. So during the froth flotation method, the powder ore is taken, mixed with water and taken in a tank. So here powdered ore plus water, that is taken. And to that we have to add two chemicals. One is called a collector and other is called a stabilizer. Two things, collector and stabilizer. Stabilizer is, you can use aniline as a stabilizer, and when you use aniline as a stabilizer, it will stabilize the froth formed. During this reaction, during this process, we are passing air under pressure, so froth will be produced here. You have to pass air here. So when you pass air through it, froth will be produced, and that froth, the lighter will be the particles, all particles will be carried away in the froth. So stabilizer stabilize the froth, and collector enhance the non-volatility. That is pine oil. Collector we are using is pine oil, and for stabilizer we are using aniline. So that is the function of the stabilizer and collector. So when air is passed, froth will be produced, and we have to skim it off the froth, and on drying we get the ore particles. So that process is called froth flotation process. Now during froth flotation, if it contains two sulfide ores like lead sulfide and zinc sulfide. For example, if the given ore contains a mixture of zinc sulfide and lead sulfide, then we can separate it by using a chemical sodium cyanide, which is acting as a depressant. Sodium cyanide is used as a depressant. So what is a depressant? Depressant is a chemical which is added to a mixture of sulfide ores during froth flotation to separate it. For example, when you add sodium cyanide to a mixture of zinc sulfide and lead sulfide, the sodium cyanide prevents zinc sulfide from entering into the froth. It will keep in the solution, while lead sulfide will be allowed to go along with the froth. So that chemical is called depressant. So depressant is the chemical which is added during froth flotation to a mixture of sulfide ores to separate them. Example, sodium cyanide is used as a depressant. Next process is called leaching. Leaching process. So leaching, that is a process of separating the ore from the impurities by dissolving the powdered ore in a suitable solvent in which the ore is soluble while the impurities remain undissolved. Leaching is a process of separating the ore from the impurities by dissolving in a suitable solvent in which the ore is soluble while the impurities remain undissolved. For example, during the concentration process of aluminium, ore of aluminium is bauxite. So for the concentration of bauxite, we are using this process of leaching. That is, first the bauxite is powdered well, then it is treated with the sodium hydroxide, strong solution of sodium hydroxide under pressure. So it forms sodium hydrated hydrated aluminum hydroxide will be precipitated. It is dissolved in it. Bauxite when powdered, when added to strong solution of sodium hydroxide and under pressure, this ore is dissolved in sodium hydroxide while the impurities remain undissolved. Then it is filtered for removing the undissolved gas particles. After that, it is neutralized with the carbon dioxide and you get a hydrated alumina, and that hydrated alumina to induce the precipitation of the hydrated alumina, we are adding freshly prepared hydrated alumina, so that induce the precipitation and you get aluminium hydroxide. Then it is filtered and on heating, further heating, that gives pure alumina. So you can obtain pure alumina from bauxite, starting from bauxite, by this process called leaching. Similarly, this method is adapted in the concentration of gold. You can concentrate the gold by this process of leaching by using a solution of sodium cyanide or potassium cyanide. That is, the ore particle is powdered. Gold is occur free in nature. It contains impurities. So when it is powdered and added to a solution of potassium cyanide, the gold is soluble in potassium cyanide to form a complex compound while the impurities remain undissolved. And to that solution, after filtering, we have to add zinc dust. Zinc displaces gold from this complex solution. So you can obtain the gold by this process called leaching. So these are the concentration processes. Which are the concentration process? One by washing in a current of water, the second by magnetic separation, the third by flotation method, and fourth by leaching. So after removing the impurities, the ore particles may be sometimes carbonates or sulfide. You can obtain the metal only from the oxide ores by using reducing agents. So for that purpose, we are doing two processes. One is called calcination. Calcination. That's a process for converting carbonates into oxide. You can convert carbonate ores into oxide ore by calcination. Calcination is the process of heating the ore in a limited supply of air under low temperature. Calcination is the process of converting carbonate ores into oxide ore by heating in a limited supply of air at a low temperature. For example, this zinc carbonate, calamine, on heating gives zinc oxide and carbon dioxide. So carbonate will be converted into oxide ore by this process. And the second is roasting. The sulfide ores can be converted into oxide ore. Sulfide ore can be converted into oxide ore by this process. For example, zinc sulfide can be converted into zinc oxide and sulfur dioxide. That is 2ZnS plus 3O2 gives 2ZnO plus 2SO2. So sulfide ores can be converted into oxide ore by roasting process, by heating the ore at high temperature with excess air. And calcination is the process of converting carbonate ores into oxide ore by heating at low temperature with a limited supply of air. So these are the process for converting. After converting carbonates and sulfide into oxide, we can reduce it with a reducing agent. So the reducing agent we are used for the reduction are either coke, that's a pure form of carbon is called coke, that's carbon, or by using electricity. Highly reactive metals like sodium, potassium, magnesium, calcium, etc. are reduced by the electrolysis of fused chlorides And coming to zinc, iron, lead, etc., we are obtaining by reduction with carbon with the oxide ores, while gold, platinum, etc., they are existing free in nature. So that is the process for extraction. That is, and next we have to study a term called pyrometallurgy. What is pyrometallurgy? Pyrometallurgy. You had studied that oxides can be converted into corresponding reduction into metal. For example, zinc oxide, when heated with carbon, it forms zinc plus carbon monoxide. So if an ore is reduced with carbon by heating process, that process is called pyrometallurgy. Reduction of a metal from its ore by heating process is called pyrometallurgy. Similarly, there is hydrometallurgy. If you are leaching with acid, dilute acid or water, that process is called hydrometallurgy. Next, we are going to study about the extraction of zinc. Extraction of zinc. So the important ores of zinc are calamine, zinc carbonate, calamine, and zinc blend, zinc sulfide. These are the important ores. Concentration process is carbonate by calcination and sulfide by roasting. So you can convert zinc carbonate into zinc oxide. Zinc oxide and carbon dioxide by calcination, and zinc sulfate can be converted to zinc oxide by roasting. So that is the concentration process. Then coming to the extraction, the concentrated ore zinc oxide, that is heated with the coke. So coke reduces zinc oxide to zinc and carbon monoxide. So it's a reversible reaction. So you have to distill, purify the zinc by heating at high temperature. That is extraction. Then coming to purification of the zinc. Zinc is purified. Zinc and lead. Zinc and mercury. Zinc and mercury, they have low boiling point. So this can be purified by distillation.